In that interview, President Trump also addressed the deepening crisis over that missing Washington Post columnist who vanished nearly 2 weeks ago. Turkish reports claim he was killed by a Saudi hit squad. The president just said he's spoken with the Saudi king, who denies any knowledge. And our senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell is in Turkey and has more details for us. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, Robin. We're outside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, where Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post reporter, went missing 13 days ago now. We're told that there was a key conversation last night between the Saudi king and the Turkish president, agreeing to work together on an investigation. And we just heard in the last 2 hours that perhaps Turkish investigators will be allowed into the consulate today to carry out a thorough investigation into what really happened. Turkish security sources claim they have taped evidence that the Post reporter was held, interrogated and killed by Saudi operatives, last seen here walking into the Saudi consulate 13 days ago. This mystery growing amid Turkish claims a squad of Saudis landed here the day the reporter vanished, checking into this hotel just a few hundred yards from the consulate. Their vans then seen outside the back as Khashoggi entered the front. They departed the country the same day. Under pressure to respond to Khashoggi's disappearance and alleged murder, President Trump now taking a tougher stance in that interview with CBS News.
There's something really terrible and disgusting about that if that were the case. So we're going to have to see. We're going to get to the bottom of it, and there will be severe punishment.
The Saudi government has repeatedly denied any involvement, but has now escalated a war of words in a statement saying if it receives any action, it will respond with greater action. Issuing this threat, the kingdom's economy has an influential and vital role in the global economy. A reference to Saudi oil and its influence on gas prices. Overnight, more giant companies pulling out of an upcoming Saudi investment conference. So far, Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin hasn't cancelled his plans to attend. Larry Kudlow, director of the U.S. National Economic Council, telling George,
Mr. Mnuchin will make up his mind as the week progresses and as new information surfaces.
So no easing of the pressure on the Saudi government from any side at the moment. And despite that earlier belligerent statement, it was interesting that the Saudi ambassador to Washington appeared to row back late into the evening yesterday, issuing a statement essentially thanking the administration for not jumping to conclusions so far. But still, far more questions than answers in this case. Robin?
So many more questions.
Yeah, and there's a lot more pressure on the Saudis today because a lot of major business leaders are now pulling out of that investment conference that Steve Mnuchin so far is still going to.
We'll see what happens with that.